different initiatives, and the initiatives are more engaging, and you see people tuning into our pages, talking about the Food and Nutrition Council. So by in the next 5 years, even the smallest, the youngest child would have Food and Nutrition Council from the tip of their tongues. And we can say we're doing an excellent job.
Yeah, I've got to commend you on that. I see it. I get people reaching out to me who probably, we take a lot of things for granted. We take
Yes.
a lot of our herbs and our spices for granted. And you've been educating people on the nutritious facts, how they can use some of these things in their daily lives. So I've got to commend you.
Thank
Now,
you.
you've partnered with the food fair here in Grandlands. So definitely I want to invite a representative from the food fair supermarket. So I'd like to invite Miss Andrea Joseph to join us. Miss Joseph? Ms. Joseph, this partnership with the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, tell me about that and tell me about how you feel to be partnered in such a wonderful initiative.
Well, it's an honor to, a pleasant good morning to all, sorry. It's an honor to be, take partnership with the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. It is a privilege.
Okay, no
Yes.
problem. And how do you feel about it? Because this is not the usual supermarket sweep. Usually when you have a supermarket sweep, people are just running helter-skelter, picking anything up to fill their baskets. This supermarket sweep is about people making healthy and conscious decisions when it comes to shopping.
Yes, exactly. And it is important to make healthy choices, especially now with so many different health issues and so. It is important.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for joining the Food and Nutrition Council in such a wonderful initiative. So please convey my, my thoughts and appreciation to the management and staff of Food Fair for this wonderful partnership.
Yes, and I want to take this opportunity to welcome all and really express heartfelt appreciation to the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council for hosting this healthy shopping spree right in our establishment.
Okay.
It really is an honor to have you on board. And I hope this is not the last of it, because we do believe that a healthy nation is a prosperous nation.
Amen to that. Amen to
right.
that.
Yes.
Okay, definitely
you.
we want to invite Miss Lydia Brown. She is the Chief Executive Officer of the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council to join us and tell us, a little bit about this initiative and why this initiative, or also a little bit about the work that is happening at the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council now.
A pleasant good morning. Good morning to all. The Grenada Food and this supermarket sweep actually was conceptualized from an idea that came during many years ago. Let me not date the years, when I did my internship in New York and had the opportunity to participate in such an event with the institution that I was in. And I thought it was something innovative to bring to Grenada. There are many supermarket sweeps. There are supermarket sweeps where people just go and pick up goods. Ours is different. So the work that we do is intentional. We want to make sure that there's something good coming out of it, not just food, because there's food and there's nutrition. So we want to make sure that people know when they're shopping what they should be looking at. Typically what we do is we run into the store, 15 minutes we can pick up a whole cart full of goods. But are those goods nutritious? Are they feeding our families well? So the idea is not just to win something, but to win something else by gaining knowledge. And by having this being aired, we hope not just to reach the participants that we have here, but to reach the wider
And educate them.
Yes, Grenadians across the board.
Okay. Now, you said intention, and I'm glad that you used that word, because recently we've seen a surge of information and education coming from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. Tell me, what was the drive listen, I know you've always been supporting and promoting healthy lifestyle, healthy living, food and nutrition, but there seems to be a renewed energy within the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, I think it's in the individual workers. We have an excellent communication officer and an excellent board of directors who have given us the incentive to reach out to other partners, such as yourself and other social media persons, people who have that presence to assist us in getting our information to reach a wider audience. And I think that was one of the best recommendations coming from our board of directors and having the staff that is willing to run with that. So when you get ideas, you don't just keep it to yourself or moan and groan because it's something else to do. But you look and see what you can gain from it and to run with it, because that's how we get success. I always say that if you lived and you haven't learned, you have not lived at all. So it's very important for us to just continue growing and continue listening to our board, listening to people in the community and seeing what is needed. And the more that they give us information, the more we will try to fulfill that mandate.
Okay. Well, we definitely appreciate you, and we're looking forward to this morning's Couples Edition Supermarket Sweep.
Let's get it going.
Okay. Ms. Bristol, back to you.
Thank you.
Now, this is different, okay? We're talking couples.
Yes.
And of course, the winners had the option of bringing a partner with them or doing it on their own. Tell me where that couple initiative came about from and why couples?
Yes, so in our culture, in our community, we see a mother, a father at home, right? And we don't neglect the fact that, yes, a household, the foundation, a mother and a father. So we say, let's do couples. Yes, some families, they come from a single home family. So we may see one parent showing up or busy households, but we still have to understand the fact that we have a mother, we have a father, and they do the planning. So let's see how they can plan together for this exciting event. Let's see how, if one member of the family, maybe the father, maybe the mother is going to the supermarket, can make those decisions. Or they plan at home and one or both go to the supermarket to do the shopping.
Okay. Let's meet Mr. Williams now. Let's find out a little bit about what's going to happen with the actual shopping spree.
Yes.
Mr. Williams is also from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. Mr. Williams, join us, please.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Williams, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and your portfolio, and then let's get into what's actually going to happen today.
All right, so my name is Akim Bradley Williams. I'm the nutritionist attached to the Parish of St. George, but I am also the co-chair for the supermarket sweep that we're having today. Yes, so the supermarket sweep, again, I like to say that the supermarket is for everyone. But everybody has a different dietary recommendation. And so we want to make sure that the individuals who are going to be sweeping today, that they understand what their needs are. And even though their needs might be different on another day, that they're able to come to the supermarket and make informed decisions that is going to best support their diet and health.
Okay, so tell me, what are we actually going to see happen? How much time do they have? What's exactly going to take place this morning?
All right, so what we're going to see happening is that we have five teams of participants today. They are going to get 2 minutes of planning time. So we're going to read a scenario for them, and they're going to go through the supermarket within that 2 minutes. Once that time has elapsed, we are then going to have them as a group. They're going to be going one team at a time. They're going to be going through the supermarket for 1 minute and 40 seconds. Now, we do have a trivia section a trivia section where we will give them a question, and that is going to award them, if they get it right, an additional 15 seconds on their time to be able to come off in the sweep. So we have the 2 minutes planning session, and then we have the actual sweep where they'll be going through the supermarket and they'll be choosing the labels, and they'll be choosing according to the scenario that we give them today. And again, everybody is going to have the same scenario.
Okay, tell me about that 2 minute planning. What does it entail? Are they just going through the aisles, looking, is it a cheat?
So we want to make sure, because of course we know that planning can take some time, and we want to also emphasize the importance of meal planning. So many times we just come to the supermarket and we, in a rush all the time, we pick things up, we put in our basket and out we go. And we don't pay attention to look at the label to see what's in it and how good is it for us and how is it serving us. We have clinics and we out there doing the education campaigns, and we hear the concerns persons come. It's the Christmas season. And we know for a fact that January is going to come and we're going to have a lot of clients coming to us with high blood pressure. The numbers are up. Sometimes they may have had a little too much sodium for the Christmas. Sometimes they didn't balance the sugar a little properly. So we want to ensure that all of the participants are leaving here informed and leaving you empowered to make that right choice.
Most definitely, and I've got to commend you guys. Last month was Diabetes Month, and you guys did an incredible job in terms of sensitizing people
Thank you.
on the issues surrounding diabetes. We're just 2 days into December, but last month was Diabetes Month, and it's also key that we look at our sugar content when picking
Very
foods in the
important.
supermarket. So I guess it's now time to meet our contestants.
All right.
So let's meet Craig Hazard.
All right, so Craig Hazard is with us, and so we're going to have him come on stage, introduce himself.
Mr. Hazard. Okay. Hey Craig, how you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, tell me about how do you feel about participating in the couples edition of the supermarket sweep, of course under the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. This is not normal. Most people see a supermarket sweep and they just running in the supermarket and picking up everything they can.
Okay.
Tell me about this initiative, how you feel about it, and what you think your chances are today.
Okay, well, for me personally, I just come to partake in the event. I find it was a good initiative by the Food and Nutrition Council. I mean, anything to do with health is a good initiative in general, and I mean the attendance here today, it seems as it will be a very competition, and I look forward to it.
Yeah, it's also very educational.
Very true.
Because I know you have that 2 minutes to do your planning and so forth. What are you going to do with it? Have you scouted the supermarket already? Do you have an idea of what it is you're going to pick up? Tell me about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I should shopping for a hypertensive patient, what I'm going to be looking for is more fresh fruits and vegetables, stuff low in sodium and stuff. So basically around that arena.
Okay, well, listen, I want to wish you best of luck. We're going to chat further with you as the supermarket sweep continues.
Yeah,
Okay,
thanks
so
very much.
best of luck.
Pleasure. Yeah.
Okay, I'd now like to invite Yvonne Aberdeen. Yvonne, welcome. How you doing? Don't look so timid. You look like you have a lot of energy and you're ready and raring to go. And of course, this is Mr. Michael Aberdeen with you. Okay, tell me about this initiative, how you got involved.
Came in to get something. I was just kind of inquisitive, and I went to the table, and that's how I got you.
Okay, now, as I said to the last person, supermarkets, you people normally just picking up everything they can pick up without looking at the health contents.
Nobody else knew that in Grenada.
Okay. What's that?
Nobody else knew that in Grenada.
Okay, but listen, you've got to educate people because we're looking at what's happening in Grenada now. There's so many health issues that are happening, and it's because people are not making healthy choices. So this is a wonderful initiative. Have you scouted the supermarket? What are your plans? How do you think you're going to do this morning?
Well, I'm thinking I want to do okay. Yes.
Okay, and of course, the whole educational aspect. You said you were inquisitive, and that's good because that's the way we educate ourselves and we find out stuff. I think this has also forced you to look at your healthy contents when you're picking up stuff at the supermarket. Has it done that for you?
Yes, it is, yes.
Okay, well, listen, I want to wish you all the best. We're going to chat a little bit on as we begin the supermarket sweep. Okay, best of luck.
All right, thank you.
Okay, I'd now like to invite Charlene Charles. Charlene, you look like you're ready and you're raring to go. Okay,
Yes, I'm
and you
ready.
have with you Janissa Cornwall. Hi. Okay, welcome to, of course, the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council Couples Edition Supermarket Sweep. I don't know if this is your partner, but it's your friend or whoever, family, whatever. Tell me, how did you get involved, and what do you think your chances are going to be this morning?
Well, we was in the supermarket, and then the young man came up to us, and then he took our names and stuff, so that's how we kept involved.
Okay, now this is about making healthy choices and healthy decisions when it comes to shopping. Has that been always something that you've done, or is this a new thing for you? Are you the type of person that normally checks labels to look at the nutritious content?
No.
Okay, so this is a first for you. So you also, not only do you get the opportunity to win, you get the opportunity to live better, to learn about making healthy choices. What do you think your chances are?
Well, it's good.
Good?
I'm excited.
Okay, now, Janice, I've got to ask you. Charlene brought you into this. Tell me, do you guys have a strategy? What are you guys' plans?
I don't think we have a strategy as yet. We're thinking still. We're in the process of thinking, to do well, to come out successful.
Okay, and you've got that 2 minutes to do that planning. So that's going to help you.
Yes.
Okay? Listen, I want to wish you guys the best of luck. I know you're going to do well. You guys look like you're ready.
Yes, we are.
All right, good, good. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Rosemary Simon. Rosemary and, of course, Wade Simon.
Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
I'm good.
Now I've got to ask you, how did you get involved in this?
Well, apparently I came into the supermarket about a week ago, and I was just on my own shopping business, and I heard they was promoting the food and nutrition program, and I was going into the aisle, and a gentleman came to me and asked me if I'm interested, and at first I was hesitant. I wasn't aware of anything being going on. So I didn't pay no attention or any mind of anything. So then he came to me and he offered me if I want to be interested in the promotion. And I told him, okay, I'll try it. And that's how it started.
And that you hear.
And that's
Now,
how I'm
you
here
know,
today.
it's all about healthy choices. You know, are you the type of person that normally looks at labels, looking at your sodium content, all of those different things, or are you just somebody shopping?
I wouldn't say just somebody that's shopping. I am mindful of eating healthy because of what's going on right now. So I was a little bit of both, but not deep into the health thing. But I'll try it today.
Oh, you definitely are now. Listen, what do you think your chances are? You have 2 minutes to do your planning and scouting and all of that. What do you think your chances are?
Well, today is not about a normal shopping day because I have limited time. It's not a long hour I have. So I'll have to think and move swiftly.
Okay, most definitely. I want to wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And I see you brought your husband with you this morning.
Yes.
Was that this is a couple shopping spree? Was it easy to get him involved?
No, it wasn't because he had a lot of questions asking me, what am I here? What are we going to be doing? And I was like, okay, then we'll figure it out.
Well, you definitely has his support. How do you feel about this?
And I say, if you go and shop, who's your Charlie? Just throw things in.
Listen, support is support regardless
Yes,
what.
yes.
And the good thing about it is that it's just not your normal supermarket. So you get an opportunity to educate yourself
Yes.
and educate the people around you on eating healthy and making better choices.
Yes.
I want to wish you the very best.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right.
Okay, so of course, let's look at Mr. Williams. Let's get them to pick their positions.
Yes, I agree. So we're going to have all the participants come back. We're going to do them again from the top.
So all the participants, if you could join us, please.
And so here we have a basket, and the basket has 10 envelopes. And in there we have numbers 1 to 10. You will each choose an envelope, one choice envelope per team. And the envelope that you choose, depending on the number that you get, highest to lowest, the person who is the lowest will go first, and we will follow in that chronological order. Do we understand? So we'll all choose an envelope, and the lowest to the highest will reveal your position for today's sweep.
Okay, so let's invite the team of Craig Hazard to pick first. Okay, let's see what number you got. Okay, you're number
Number 6.
6 or 9. It's upside down. No, based on how it. So you're number 9.
it's a number
You're number
9.
9.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have the team of Yvonne Aberdeen to pick next. Okay. Yvonne is, of course, number 6. Okay. We'll invite the team of Charlene Charles and Janissa Cornwall to pick next. Position number 3. We invite the team of Wade Simon and Rosemary Simon to pick next. Number 5. Okay, now I see you have a basket with envelopes again. Tell me about this, Mr. Williams.
All right, and so as we discussed earlier, we want to make this a little interesting, and we want to give the shoppers, because we know time is always an issue of concern, and today more than ever, they need as much time as they can get today.
So you tell me they have 100 seconds, which is a minute and 40 seconds. Picking an envelope, what does it guarantee them?
So picking an envelope, if there's a picture in here with a food label, and so they have 4 cards in this envelope, and so this guarantees them 15 extra seconds. We know it's 15 seconds, but 15 seconds can make a difference in hitting that budget target and also hitting those guidelines
So
today.
all the participants, if they answer correctly, they get 15
They get an extra
seconds
15 seconds added to the
Okay,
time.
great. So let's start with Mr. Hazard.
Mr. Hazard will be back again.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Hazard, we invite you to open the envelope. You will have a label and you'll have 4 cards in there.
Let me see. Okay, these are his cards. And let me see what his question is. Okay, he has to find sodium 85 milligrams, 4%.
Yes.
So which one of those cards you think relates? It says sodium 85 milligrams, 4%.
And that is correct. So 4% would be low in sodium. And so we want to congratulate you. You have been awarded 15 extra seconds for today's
wonderful.
sweep.
Okay, we now invite Aberdeen to join us. Come on, you've got this. Don't be lucky and coward. You've got this. Pick an envelope.
You pick the one on top?
Okay, let's see what you've got. Okay, just pull it out. Okay, these are your cards. And let me tell you what it is you're looking for. You're looking for sodium, 610 milligrams, 27%. So you're looking at sodium. 27%? Yeah. You know, whichever card relates to sodium. Well, you have more than one card there. You have high sodium, you have low sodium. The sodium here is 610 milligrams, 27%. So you have to choose which card you think answers it best. You've got low and you've got high.
What is it?
610 milligrams. Don't be lucky and coward.
So he chose high, and we want to congratulate you. You have also been awarded 15 extra seconds for shopping time. Congratulations.
Okay. We now invite Ms. Charles. You've got this. And your able companion is here to cheer you on and encourage you. Pick an envelope. Okay. Let me see what we're looking for. It includes 13 grams of added sugar, 26%. It includes 13 grams of added sugar, 26%.
And so she shows high in sugar. We want to congratulate you again. 15 additional seconds has also been awarded.
You see, you guys lucky and coward, but you know the thing. Okay. I want to invite Mr. and Mrs. Simon to join us now. Pick an envelope. Okay, just grab the cards. Okay, and you're looking for dietary fiber of 6 grams, 21%. Dietary fiber, 6 grams.
And she has also been awarded 15 extra seconds. Congratulations to you.
I want to congratulate you guys. Okay, so of course, Mr. Williams, we move on to the part where they get to scout the supermarket.
Correct.
Tell me a little bit about that and how do we move from here?
All right. So we want to invite them to go through the aisles. We're going to read the scenario for them, and we're going to give them this opportunity. So they've by measure of them gaining extra points, it tells us already that they have already understood the foundational principle from making healthy choices. So what we're going to give to them today is that we're going to read the guidelines for them today, and then we're going to have them go through the aisles and pick up the items. They'll be looking for items that are in a particular category, so we're going to go through the items and read it for them and let them know what they're looking for specifically.
Okay, well, let's do that.
Let's go.
So what are they looking for specifically? Here we go.
So we want to invite them, and we're talking today about 2 hot, 1 holiday on a mission. So your budget today is $300, and so we want to let them know that depending on how close or far they go or they come to the budget will determine the success. So we have a window for them of $300 to $310. That is what they're working with. If they're too low, then that accounts for points as well. If they go too high, that counts for points. So we want to really emphasize the importance of shopping on a budget. Okay. In addition, there are some rules that we want to talk about. So today we went through some of those items. So we want to encourage them to choose from the 6 food groups. Right?
Low in salt.
Low in salt.
Low in added sugar.
Low in added sugar.
Low in saturated fat.
Low in saturated fat.
High in dietary fiber. High in protein and rich in vitamins and minerals.
Correct.
Okay. You said there's a planning rule. Before the timer starts, both of you get 2 minutes to plan your approach. You decide which aisle you want to browse first. Identify must-have nutrients for the challenge. Choose foods from the 6 food groups, and clarify if time gets tight, what's worth grabbing and what's worth skipping.
Correct. And so we want to encourage them, and we're going to have them go into the aisles now. But again, we said we want to encourage them to choose things with a label, because the judges, they'll be looking at your basket at the end, and they want to ensure that you're applying all that you have learned today. So again, we want to remind them low in sodium, low in added sugar, low in fat. We talk about high in fiber, high in protein, and high in all of the complementary nutrients that are going to be to the bottom of the label. And so we want to invite them and to get ready to go to do their planning.
Now, while they're getting ready, I want to meet the judges. We have, of course, your Chief Executive Officer, Mrs. Lydia Brown. We have Mr. Keyshawn Williams. He's a nutritionist for St. Mark, St. John, and North St. George. And, of course, Ms. Shermaine McMeo. She is the chair of the Tourism and Hospitality Department at the T.A. Marisho Community College. I'd love to chat with them. Ms. McMeo, if I could start with you, please. Ms. McMeo, morning, welcome. You're one of the judges. Of course, you work in nutrition. Can you tell me what it is you're looking for this morning from the participants?
Okay, thank you very much, everybody. So, of course, we're looking at healthy, it's all about healthy choices. And so we want to make sure that they keep within the criteria. The items that they pick up are nutritious, that they keep within the budget, which is 300 to 310. We also want to make sure that they're reading the labels properly and they finish within the time. So that's very important.
Okay,
so
most
those are the things that
definitely.
we'll be looking for. And we want to wish all of the participants every success and have fun while you're doing it as well.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
If I can chat with Mr. Keyshawn Williams. Keyshawn, you're the nutritionist for St. Mark, St. John, and of course, North St. George.
Sure.
Tell me what it is specifically you're looking for and what advice would you give the participants this morning?
Well, basically, what I'm looking for is to see that persons can shop healthy on a low budget. And normally when you go to the communities, persons will complain, oh, the healthy stuffs are very expensive and it's hard to get. So that would also teach them how to shop on a low budget while staying healthy.
Well, I think, I've got to put a pin there because it's something that a lot of people struggle with. The fact that they find eating healthy is so expensive.
Exactly.
There must be creative ways. Give us some suggestions.
Well, I would say one of the ways to stay within the budget is staying more to less processed foods. I would say a lot of the processed foods can be expensive. Normally we think the healthy foods are expensive, but let's say, for example, the vegetables. You don't have to pick like a whole set of vegetables. You can choose 1 or 2 vegetables that you like the most, and you could stick with that. When you find time again, you could add to it as you go on.
Okay.
Yeah. So you don't have to get a whole set at the same time. You just choose what you like the most, and then you
What's in
stick with it.
season.
Exactly, what's in season and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yes. All
Thank
right.
you very much. And of course, you've got your work cut out for you.
Yes.
And of course, Mrs. Lydia Brown, we spoke before, but you're in a different capacity. You know, I've got to chat with you again because the capacity you're in now is the capacity of adjudicator. So tell me what it is you're looking for. What are you specifically looking for this morning from the participants?
Well, we had a supermarket tour, and I think this is actually an evaluation of that supermarket tour.
Okay.
So we were able to see whether the information that was imparted were we effective, and to see that the participants actually took on board the information and are able to display it based on the foods that they pick up. But we also want to see that they know how to shop smart,
Okay.
shop smart, and be able to choose foods healthier for their families. We mentioned earlier about the foods. We have a budget, and what can we choose healthy? So we have to look at foods that may yield as opposed to food that may shrink. So we know when we buy beef and we buy chicken and we cook it with less in the pot than you put in. You buy something like a dry bean or peas, the amount you put in, you need to make sure you have a sizable pot to hold the yield. So things like that people have to look at to see how they can stretch the dollar to make sure that they can effectively feed their family and feed them healthily and not with a lot of processed, ultra-processed foods that are actually contributing to the non-communicable diseases that we see in plaguing the Grenadian population.
Appreciated. Okay, Mr. Williams, you know, I want to invite Ms. Bristol to join me back because, you know, we're dealing here with the people in the supermarket, but there's so many different initiatives happening. So while you're getting them prepped for their 2 minutes, I wanted to chat with Ms. Bristol. Do you know the Food and Nutrition Council also has something I saw online? It's a song competition. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because I know the deadline is coming soon.
Yes.
Tell us about that. So online viewers, the people viewing right now, let them know how they can participate, how they can win. Tell us about that.
Yes, so we are in the festive season, and I know we have some lovely voices out there in our schools, in our workplaces, in the ministries, private organization, in the community. Now, this is your chance to show us that talent. So you've heard the song, The 12 Days of Christmas, whatever your true love gave to you. Now GFNC is giving you something for the 12 Days of Christmas. So it's a wellness challenge, it's a remix for 12 Days of Christmas. So if you look online, you would see what exactly the lyrics we have for that remix. So you can get your team together. It could be a couple, it can be 3 or more, a choir, you could maybe 10 or more people, and get that remix videotaped. If you have a phone, that can work. If you want to go and do production-wise in a studio, that's on you. But you can submit. You have the deadline as the 6th of December. We are in the lovely month of December, the last month of the year. So you have this opportunity. Start writing right now. Make your remix. Get your team together. Make and submit. 6th of December. We have the online people to be part. So if you have a team of 1,000 to vote for you, already you're a winner.
Okay. So they just have to be as creative. They don't have to be song stars.
No.
They've got to have a good voice. They find the lyrics on the website or on the social media page.
Yes.
Listen, you just got to have fun. Okay? It's a great way for you to win. It's a great way for you to communicate and share about eating healthy, of course, this season. So definitely join the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. You know, follow them on their social media page. You'll get all the information right there.
Yes,
So,
certainly.
you know, now it's time for them to do that prepping. So let's see what happens. We
Yes.
take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Yes, thank you.
Foods are tasty, but did you know repeatedly heating cooking oil can be dangerous? When oil is heated again and again with being changed, harmful chemicals called polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAH, build up. These compounds can cause health problems including lung, breast and prostate cancers. Simply adding fresh oil to old oil doesn't fix the problem, it increases the risks. To protect your health, always use fresh cooking oil and avoid eating large amounts of fried food cooked in old oil or reused oil. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. Eat local, strengthen food and nutrition security in Grenada. Are you ready to help your family get prepared before a hurricane or disaster? Here's how you can be a GFNC water math hero in your home. Step 1. Each person needs 1 gallon of drinking water per day, and it needs to last for 3 days. So, 1 gallon of drinking water times 3 days equals 3 gallons per person. Step 2. Count how many people live in your home. Is it 1, 2, 3, or more? If 2 people live in your home, then you need 3 gallons of drinking water times 2 people equals 6 gallons. If 3 people live in your home, then you need 3 gallons of drinking water times 3 people equals 9 gallons. Now, it's your turn. Ask yourself, how many gallons of drinking water does my family need? Whatever the number of people, just multiply by 3. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. Are you ready to help your family get prepared before a hurricane or disaster? Here's how you can be a GFNC water math hero in your home. Step 1. Each person
and Janisa Cornwall.
The Grenada Food and Nutrition Council has some exciting new content awaiting you on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel at The Real GFNC to watch videos and PSAs created just for you. Learn how to care.
Okay, Janice and Charlene, it's about to go down. You had 1 minute and 40 seconds. You've got 15 seconds added to that. Let's get ready. Let's go. Let's go where we have to go. Lord, watch belly in the road. Okay, they seem to be doing very well. They're picking up their protein.
10 seconds
They're
left.
picking up their vegetables, you know. You know, at first I thought it was Janisa alone, but I see Charlene joining us. So I think they were very creative in what they were doing. They were tackling the aisles,
your time is
with
up.
some sort of strategy behind them.
Seen as much.
Okay, so time is up. They're going to be coming to the cashier, and of course, you are the expert, so you're going to be telling me, how good you think they did. Prior to them sitting with the professional, the judges, based on your background, you're going to be able to give me some sort of insight in how you think they did with regards to the couple's Grenada Food and Nutrition Council supermarket suite. So they're here, so let's see what's going on.
Yes.
I'm seeing some corn.
Corn. We have vegetable food group right there.
Uh-huh.
Some
I'm seeing
beans.
beans,
So
red
that's
beans.
number
I'm
2.
seeing split peas. I think I'm seeing some
We have the can.
green
And
pigeon
remember,
peas.
they
Okay.
have to be mindful of the labels. So items with labels, they had to be looking at low in sodium,
Uh-huh.
high in dietary fiber because it's a tin of beans.
Yeah. Well, I
so
see
it
they
should
pick up
be.
Goya. Is Goya a brand that is usually, that we need to be mindful of in terms of the sodium and the fat and the nutritional contents? They must have done their homework beforehand.
And I would assume they were looking at the labels before picking it up and put it in that basket.
Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of vegetables.
A lot of
I'm seeing
frozen option. We have
carrots.
fresh.
I'm seeing, pumpkin. I see they also took up some bananas. We're seeing cabbage, eggs, healthy start cereal. How are you feeling they're doing so far?
Well, in terms of the food group option, I'm seeing that they have probably 95% here.
Because they're
I'm
supposed to
still
have all the
looking.
6 food groups.
Yes.
So what is missing so far?
So
from
I
your
am not seeing
take?
fats and oils.
Fats and oil.
Yes, I'm not seeing that as yet. So there's food from animals. We have the meat,
Well, we're
we have
seeing
the
flour,
eggs.
whole wheat
We have
flour.
staples in there, the corn, the flour would be there, the crackers would be in there, the vegetables, that's 3. We
chicken
have,
breast.
that's food from animals.
Uh-huh.
We have the bananas, the fruit. We have cabbage, we have the pumpkin as vegetables.
So what's missing so far, you think? You think they've made all 6 yet?
No, I'm not seeing.
Well, we might have missed some
Fats.
stuff because we haven't seen everything.
Yes.
But of course, that goes to the judges who are going to be looking intensively to ensure that they did what they were supposed to do this morning.
But looking at the items, I'm not sure if they went over their budget. It
They
may-
definitely went over their budget.
Yes.
I'm seeing the total right now is $396.10.
Yeah.
So it's $400.35.
But they can still be in the game if someone goes over that total. So let's
Most definitely,
Yes.
because we asking them to pick healthy choices.
Yes.
We didn't ask them to mentally tally within themselves. So let's see what happens there. How far they go.
Yes.
And of course, we're getting where the goods are now going into a basket. And going to the judges section where the judges are going to look at the items, look at the costing, make sure that they've picked foods from all 6 groups, and we'll see exactly at the end of all the shopping how well each participant has done.
Yes, certainly. So in terms of nutritional value, I'll say it was an excellent selection. We have high fiber products there. We have the protein, both plant-based and from animal. We see, they have garlic options, so that's flavoring. And for people who have issues of high blood pressure, controlling some infection or so, that would certainly help them. And I'm telling you now, so I've seen everything went back to another trolley and nothing from the fats and oil food group.
Okay.
So they had 5 out of 6.
Okay, so I guess now we're going to look at the second team.
Yes.
We're going to meet the second team, so let's go join them.
Yes.
The timer is here, and she's going to tell you when to get ready and to start. He's holding on to the wheel. Yeah, yeah. He's ready. Okay. Team 2 is off and running. You see Miss Simon doing all that she can do. Mr. Simon is also helping. So they seem to have a strategy.
Yes.
You know, he's picking up the protein. She's picking up all the other food groups. Let's see how they're doing. You know, you can tell me because I'm new to this.
So for me, I think, you have a partner. I think you don't need to be in the same aisle at the same time. Yes, you made your decision, you did the planning, but I thought some of these people would have one of the.
They're going a lot slower than
Yes, they're not running. So they're thinking they're there for 1 hour. So you're not here for an hour, you only have 1 minute 55 seconds. And
you've
here
got
he's
to get
driving,
all the
he's
food groups.
doing all the safety through his driving. And the cart is not looking so full. Let's see about the selection in that cart. Less than a minute, maybe less than 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, they haven't picked up any of the green vegetables.
No, she's
or
running through
anything like
another
that.
aisle now. So they will do
Well,
the
hopefully,
split.
hopefully they have a strategy.
Finally.
Hopefully she sent him to the
Yes.
vegetable section. She's picking up peas and beans and so forth, you know.
And
I
remember
think
the
she's
budget.
also very mindful of the budget because
She
she
is.
seems to be shopping on a budget.
It seems.
Maybe it's something that she's familiar with.
Yes.
Maybe there's a strategy. They're passing the vegetables, so I hope that he has picked up vegetables
Oh, well, let's
on
hope.
the way, and she's probably
Okay.
wondering if he has.
They have discussed this. She passed it herself.
is
up. Oh,
Okay.
that's it.
All right. Okay, so they're going to be joining us here at the cash register.
And here they are.
And here they are, and we're going to see, exactly what has happened, and you're going to tell me how you feel they've done.
Okay, so it seems like people are going for the crackers a lot. This is something you may want to make some nice homemade bread instead at home. Add some coconut in there, but this is their selection. We have some fresh beans, nice
Fish.
fresh fish option, and fish is quite on
Oats.
motes again, the corn, the fresh beans. So they may just be under
Listen,
that
she made
budget.
sure she picked up a sorrel.
Yes,
definitely
it's
in
Christmas.
the
In the season.
Nuts.
That's the first we're seeing for the day.
Green beans.
Lots of fresh.
I'm seeing plantain.
The only thing with labels here, it says the frozen, the oats, and that the rice. That's the only thing with labels, and I would say that's an excellent choice.
Okay, but have they made all the food groups from
That's
your
the thing.
observation?
That's the thing.
Okay, and to be quite honest, they were under budget. They were
Than the first.
$203.42. Okay, so now what happens? It goes over to the judges who are
Yes.
going to take an in-depth look to make sure that they have made all the food groups necessary in order to
Yes.
win the challenge.
Yes, certainly. So
But
let's,
from your observation, tell me what you think is happening.
Some food group here is missing. So again, I'm not sure why they're not picking up a bottle of oil at least. Olive oil. Hopefully the others not listening. But yes, the options we see here, the fresh vegetables, excellent. And we would recommend people when you buy items, less label in your basket, perfect, because it's more natural. And you can now manipulate how I can prepare this in my kitchen.
Well, you see, I haven't seen anybody pick up oil because definitely you always hear that oil is healthy, but oil is unhealthy. But there are healthy options, and I think that is what has kind of been tricking them in terms of making their choices
Certainly.
selectively. So, of course, now it goes back into the basket and it goes over to the judges.
Yes.
We'll see the judges doing their due diligence, looking through the baskets and so forth. to see how these contestants are doing,
And-
and we get ready for contestant number 3.
Definitely.
Okay, so now we're joined. No, we haven't started yet. They're going to give you the timer. Don't rush the thing. He's counting down for me. But I like the energy because a lot of people have been using that energy. So definitely you have a strategy. Of course, you know, you've got 1 minute and 55 seconds. I know you can do this. Remember that you need to pick items from the 6 food groups. Okay, so make sure you have a strategy. I want to wish you the very best. And of course, our timer is here who's going to tell you exactly when to begin.
All right, ready? 2, 3, go.
Okay, so this team clearly has a strategy.
Yes,
They're
speed.
working good together. That's Mr. and Mrs. Aberdeen. I believe.
Yes.
Okay, so she's picking up her pasta.
Okay, not
I
too
haven't
many.
seen all the things. She's picked up some beans. I see some canned items.
That's
I
it.
think I see olive oil in there. So
Oh.
definitely she's smart.
Yes.
You know, definitely
But-
moving with some pace. So I think she's gonna do very well. She seems to have a strategy
Oh,
in
no.
place.
The thing is picking up too many because you have to remember the budget.
The budget that you're on as
Yes,
well.
yes. You have 1 minute remaining.
Still got a lot of time.
Yes, I
you've
would just
done
pick up a
exceptionally
fruit and a vegetable and I'm done. Everyone is going for the crackers. I'm not sure why. Why are we choosing crackers over the other products?
Okay, she's reached the vegetable section.
Finally.
She's definitely doing her stuff, man.
Now we weigh 400 plus. Oh my, I would say that. No, 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 no. 1 apple would fine.
Yeah, but listen, the excitement in there,
Yes.
you know, you're moving that adrenaline, pushing you. You know, he's making sure he picks
I
up
think
his
they're having a
fruits
big
and
dinner.
A big dinner. Listen, you see the amount of
Yes.
boneless chicken breast I see in that trolley, you know.
More almond milk.
Fruit, you know, so let's see. Hopefully the timer is counting down. They seem to already be
10
here.
seconds left.
10 seconds. Okay, well,
That's it.
They have a whole 10 seconds and he said
And they're still picking up. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Here they
Okay.
are. All right, your time is up.
They are at the cash. I definitely think they've gone above budget.
Definitely,
So let's
without a doubt.
Okay. So, chicken breast alone.
Well, that alone is $40-something.
Package, yeah, it's about 40 something a package.
So I don't think he wants to put anything on the till now.
Oats, you know, green beans, you know, I'm seeing the carrots.
Vegetables.
Yes, cucumber.
Vegetables again. At least they eat really green. Lots of vitamins and minerals from them.
We're seeing eggs, we're seeing cucumbers,
Fat-
apples, cabbage.
Wow.
Okay, definitely the flour.
Is
you know,
there?
and they're choosing healthy
Yes.
stuff. So listen, they may not get everything, but the fact that they've started to make healthier decisions.
Yes.
Okay, they're looking for the whole wheat flour, they're looking for all the different aspects, but we're not sure they've made all 6 food groups as yet. So let's see what's happening.
Well, from looking when they were picking up, I'd say they made it, especially when they picked up that oil, because it has been a trend with all of them, what they've been picking up. Except their selection now, it's a variety. We haven't seen pasta in the other baskets.
Well, a lot of people shy away from the pasta because pasta is considered something unhealthy.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you look at social media and you look at what people say, stay away from the pasta.
No provision at all, and the only fig and saltfish are oiled down.
He was standing right there, he took fruits instead,
Yes.
But a lot of beans, we're looking at rice, I see the olive oil. Okay,
And a
that
big
olive oil
bottle.
is definitely gonna
Well, over $500, maybe over $600. Yes.
I'm thinking about 4 something.
I'm saying over 5, over 6.
Okay, so they're at 398 and he's still empty in that front.
Here we go.
So they're at 417, so they've gone above the first contestant.
Yes. He did well. They did well.
They did very well.
Yes.
So do you think they've gotten all the food groups?
I would certainly say yes, they have.
So they might have gone over, but from our knowledge, because we don't know what's happening in the trolley, we would have
Yes.
missed stuff. From our knowledge, they have made all the food groups, but they
Definitely.
have gone over budget. And let me listen. You might have been right. I think you do but more shopping than me. Their total is $512.40. So
And
they're
that's
actually
the highest.
$212.40 over the budget. But I think they did phenomenally well.
Yes.
They worked well together. There was that energy. There was that fun.
Yes.
They've made healthy choices, definitely, even though going above the budget. So now what happens is that it goes into the trolley and it goes to the judges who are going to look at it in depth. And at the end of all of this, we're going to find out who the winners are.
Yes.
In fact, everybody wins today.
Everyone.
But who wins the first prize, who wins the second prize,
In that-
and it moves that way.
Yes.
But everybody's a winner.
Today.
Okay, so they're loading. Yvonne is familiar with the supermarket and is shopped here all the time. No, man, but she did very well. She did very well, And of course, the judges are now assisting to put the items in the cart where they'll take a look to make sure that they've hit all 6 food groups. Okay, and just to remind you about those food groups. Where were the food groups again that they have to select from? Okay, they've got something low in salt, low in added sugar, low in saturated fat, high in dietary fiber, high in protein, rich in vitamins and minerals, So definitely we're going to see, because we might have missed stuff, definitely.
So we have one more to
One more to go.
Yes.
Okay, and that is Mr. Hazard. I think Mr. Hazard, if he's smart, he's been paying attention.
Yes,
to the
and
other
he's a
shoppers.
one-man show today.
And he's a one-man show today, but it happens.
Yes, and he was confident. Told me one man can do it the best. So let's see.
Definitely.
Yes.
I hope his partner isn't disappointed, but he
No.
seems to have a strategy.
Yes.
So let's go join him now.
Surely.
Okay, we definitely here now with our final participant, Mr. Hazard. It's a couple competition, but I know your wife has traveled. You better do her proud, Are you normally the one shopping, or does she do most of the shopping?
We shop together normally as a family, yeah.
Listen, we've got the timer here. You remember you've got to choose something from all 6 food groups. I want to wish you the very best. You've seen everybody else. You have the upper hand. Let's see how well you do.
Are you ready? All right. So your time starts now.
Okay, Mr. Hazard definitely has a strategy. He says his wife doesn't do the shopping, they do it together.
That's right.
Which is definitely something that's good, bringing your family together.
1 minute remaining.
Finding time to consciously budget and to consciously make the decisions to eat healthier. Definitely.
And I'm seeing a lot of beans in there, so that's plant protein.
Okay.
Have you seen anything on the meat side as yet?
No, he
With
hasn't
some
done
nuts.
anything yet. I've seen a lot of protein.
Yes.
I think he's gone on the vegetable side. I haven't seen anything from a meat perspective, but there are other ways to get protein.
Yes.
So maybe, he'll get that from his bean.
And again,
a set
apple.
of apples, definitely green beans, lettuce, he's picking up eggs.
Okay.
Let's see what happens here. Is he going to pass? Okay, definitely some green bananas.
Finally, and plantain.
And plantain, definitely well. I
And
don't know how he's doing for time. Some
he's
blogos,
probably
some
on the
ripe
10
bananas.
seconds.
10 seconds left.
Okay, he's got 10 seconds left. Okay, he's running down this aisle. Let's see what it is he's going for. He went and picked up some cereal.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
Oh no.
All right, your time is up.
Okay. Okay, so Mr. Hazard did very well.
Yes.
He told me he was going to make his wife proud.
That's right.
Who's not here on island right now.
And no lie. And
So,
that was excellent.
He's
Breathless right now. Probably the fastest.
So let's see how well he did.
So some oats high fiber product again we see. Flour, and he chose the brown one. So wheat. Whole
Oats,
wheat, oat milk.
His onions.
He have some onions for flavoring.
Plantain.
Some plantain is going to be making some nice, maybe plantain lasagna, and using from a.
Yeah, I saw that was one of the recipes that you all gave.
Yes.
And a lot of people were excited about that. He's got his green bananas.
Green
Might be
banana
a little oily,
staple.
I ain't seen no breadfruit.
No.
Eggs.
So we had the food from animals, from that eggs. We have
Yeah.
the ripe banana. That's the only fruit I'm seeing so far on the tail. I know he picked up apples.
Yeah, so you've got his carrots.
His carrots,
his
green.
beans,
Wow. Lots of
lettuce,
vegetables.
Pumpkin.
So again, the
cucumbers,
size of the olive
cabbage.
oil I'm seeing coming there might just make your tally go a little up there.
Well,
So
you see the different components. There are components fitting into the budget, and there's also the component of picking up the
Nutrition,
6
food groups.
So, of course, the judges are going to have to make those decisions, whether they've gone above or not, because he's already gone above.
Yes.
His total is at 390.97.
Wow.
Okay, and he's still going.
And he was still picking up.
Yeah. So let's see what happens there. But I think he's made some healthy choices.
He has. He has some excellent choices there. And I think, previous sweeps, we had the option, they have a wild card, and that wild card gives them the opportunity to maybe put back 4 items.
Okay.
And then that 4 items, you could have chosen the most expensive ones or
put
those
back.
that's not.
But then you would also have to be mindful that
Yes.
one expensive item might be
The-
representing a
our
certain
food
food group, and
that's
it might
right.
be the only thing
That
you
you-
have in your trolley. So
Yes.
it is not an easy task.
No.
But listen, at least they're making healthy choices.
Yes, and
Okay,
we are
and
so
then
happy.
and listen, they get when they do win their prizes, whether it's a $500 shopping voucher or not, they have the option to buy whatever it is they want without having to a time limit. And we're
Yes,
hoping that they will adhere and stick to the healthy choices.
definitely. So Mr. Hazard, yes, he's anxious about it,
Mr.
but
Hazard, I think, is the highest in terms of shopping so far. Because
yes,
Mr.
and
Hazard
yes,
has crossed the $600 mark. Okay, he's
so
actually
it
at
seemed like his
623.90.
basket,
So
yes,
while he's gone over in terms of the shopping, let's see if he is the participant who has won by making sure that he's picked up elements from all 6 food groups.
yes,
So of course the judges have a task at hand. Okay,
surely.
and of
So
course you have the judges here, attentively looking at the items. They're going to be placing them within the basket, and I think that will also help them in terms of understanding when they're putting it in the trolley to make sure that it speeds up the process of identifying the various food groups. Okay, so you said you had some trivia for the folks online. Okay, so let me see. What does the FDA now require to be listed on all nutritional facts labels? And you can tell me the answer
well,
because it's an education session.
yes. So previously we had other requirements, vitamin A and C, but right now you need to have vitamin D and potassium, and only because of the levels of the chronic condition, hypertension. So we are paying particular attention, nutrition experts. So based on science, this is now recommended that all manufacturers have that on the labels.
Now, it's easy for you to tell me to read a label, okay? And I might be able to read a label, but I might not be able to understand what the label says.
Yes.
So, for example, I might see something saying 300 milligrams. I think the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, I'm recommending an exercise where we start educating people, because it's easy to say to read the label, but I'm reading the label, I can read it, but how do I understand when they say milligrams, how much is needed for my diet? I hope you get where I'm
Yes,
coming from. It's
yes,
easy to say read it, but
yes.
we understand what it is we're reading.
Yes. So on the labels, I mean, FDA, they took time. They put a lot of work into this, and to ensure that regulations are in place, that companies adhere to these regulations. Now, in terms of translating those numbers to the layman, we use the daily percentage value. That's the easiest guide. So if you look on the labels and you notice there is a 5%, a 6% of whatever particular nutrient, you can say anything below 5. So look at your fingers.
From the nutrient perspective.
Yes.
Okay.
So things that you want to be low would be sodium, cholesterol, saturated fat. Look on the label.
And when you say low, a label could tell me low in cholesterol, but what is low in cholesterol? What percentage am I looking
yes.
for?
So anything 5% or less. So if you get a 0%, if you get 1%, 2%, that is considered to be low. Off the hand, you don't have to do any math from there. You don't have to Google anything. But between, say you get between 5 and 9, 20, that's moderate. You may want to go with caution when it's selecting products that have those numbers. And anything above 20%, things especially again, the sodium, the saturated fat, the cholesterol, the added sugars, you want those to be under 5, not above 20. Things you want to be above the 20%, things that would benefit your health. So we're thinking things like protein. This is going to aid in your muscle development, going to aid in feeling well after recovery, so recovering well from a sporting event. You want your dietary fiber to be high. So if you may see, as you remember one of the trivia questions, 6 gram, that was really high. And if you get something per serving, so the numbers, they represent a
So I should watch
serving
you're saying I should watch anything over 5 grams.
for certain nutrients.
Okay, break that down, because
All
it's
right.
all about learning. I'm learning right now. I know our viewers are listening
Yes.
and probably saying, okay, maybe they'll go into their cupboards now and pull out some cans
That's right.
and look and see the mistakes they've been making all these years and be more conscious. So yeah, break it down for me. So in terms of nutritions, I should look for something over.
So if you want benefit, you need dietary fiber, you need the vitamins, so that's vitamin A, you need vitamin D. Some products they no longer have the vitamin A. You may have calcium, you may have vitamin C, other minerals listed, iron, right? You want these to be above 20%.
Okay.
These are helpful for health, for going around minimizing your risk for chronic diseases. Things that would be harmful to your health, raising blood pressure levels, increasing your fat composition.
So that's your salt and your fat intake,
sugar, yes.
cholesterol.
You want these to be below 5%. So if you are, wherever you are listening, viewing this, look at a label. Maybe a snack bar you have right now, enjoying. Maybe a drink. Look at the added sugars. Now, added sugars comes a little more technical when you break it down to how much a man would need and a woman would need, and
Okay,
children.
tell us about that.
Right. So we are unique beings, and your requirements is different to my requirements. Your level of work is different to what I would do. So you may be more active than I am. I may sit at the desk all day long, get home and again sit all day. I probably have a maid at home. But for men, average men, you need no more than 9 teaspoons added. Now, this is not a compulsory
9
requirement.
teaspoons added of what?
Sugar, added sugars. So the added sugars are things that we put in our tea. So if we use honey,
So you're not talking natural sugars that I might get from eating an orange
No.
or an apple.
Yes.
You're talking additional to that.
additional. So you might squeeze an orange and make a cup of, you say juice, but it's actually, the orange, when you squeeze it, you get juice. And when you add water and sugar, it becomes a drink. That added sweetness is the added sugars. So if you have 9 teaspoons in there, and that's 1 glass, then comes another meal, you do the same thing, you're doubling on the requirement, the average requirement.
Okay, so the 1 Coke I drink per day
Well, that's
has
way
already put me
way
over.
triple.
Triple. Ah, you see, the more you know.
And there are people, I've had clients, and some of our officers, they have clients who will tell you, I enjoy drinking a particular soda, and they don't prefer water. So all day long, I'm drinking sodas. And that
So
sodas,
that one soft drink you're having
yes,
is tripling the required intake
that,
per person.
yes.
And that's 1 soda.
And it's not a must you have to get added sugars. Is if you're having, do not go beyond 9 teaspoons as a man. As a woman, no more than 6, and children even less. Now, we recommend, nutrition experts, do not give children under the age of 2 added sugars. And we've seen newborns, they're having the sweet tea, they're having some sweet snack, and the parent think it's okay. But you're putting your child at risk for cavities at an early age. So then your dental bill is going up. You talk about cost of living. But the things we do sometimes can put a burden on our pockets than when we say, let's go this way, follow these guidelines, and I would have a longer time at work. I wouldn't have much absenteeism and more sick leaves. I would get more money in my pocket. So then I can buy these expensive foods that we say and have less doctor bills.
Now listen, one of the ads you guys put out yesterday, and I was delighted to be able to share it on my platform, and I received a lot of comments on it. It was about Christmas coming. We're in the season.
Yes.
And the fact that, sometimes we add a little rum to the sorrel, which I like. We add the rum to our cake. It's big. It's part of our cultural traditions for Christmas. But how unhealthy it is for us to feed the alcohol cake and the alcohol sorrel to children.
Yes. So just think of our bodies. As children, their organs still developing. And as a tender, I've seen it. Under 1 year, they're already tasting alcohol, beating a cake, and the season is here. So we'll see it more, and we are advising people, please, because these children, their liver they have to process this alcohol. And whatever nutrients is coming in after, it doesn't even bother it. Let's focus on getting the alcohol out this body. So it's focusing to get rid of it through sweating, through urination, through maybe vomiting. So you notice some people when they drink too much, they're vomiting because the body now cannot handle the load. So some women, they may handle it better than a man, and you say, oh, she's a drinker. You know, she could handle well. But children, please, we need them to have a good life, and we don't want them to blaming anyone, especially their parent or guardian. You are the reason.
Because sometimes you give them the piece of cake because you think it's piece of cake, but you're not really paying attention or being mindful of the fact that, listen, I've just given my child some alcohol to drink.
And sometimes they tell you to put them to bed because they cry too much, or they want to have some fun with their friends and family that's coming over. So they say, let me put that in their milk, or let me just give them a little taste, and oh, she's knocked out, he's knocked out. I have nothing to worry about. But you may see maybe in the wider world that we have cases of children dying from this condition. Right? And if you're not testing your child early, if the tests are not available, you don't know if your child have a deficit of some enzyme not working, functioning well, and that can toxify their body because the body sees alcohol as a toxic.
Okay.
So that toxin can harm one's health, especially our dear children.
Most definitely. Listen, we're going to take a quick break. I think the judges are almost ready. And when we come back, we're going to speak with the judges,
Yes.
Find out who the winners are. In fact, they're all winners. Everybody's walking away with a prize
Today.
We're going to reward them based on how well they did in terms of the
Yes.
shopping, whether they met the guidelines. I think there's only one person that who stayed within budget, but we're not
yes.
sure if when they stayed within budget, if they also had all 6 food groups.
Yes.
So we take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Yes, thank you.
Fried foods are tasty, but did you know that repeatedly heating cooking oil can be dangerous? When oil is heated again and again without being changed, harmful chemicals called polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAH, build up. These compounds can cause serious health problems including lung, breast, and prostate cancers. Simply adding fresh oil to old oil doesn't fix the problem. It increases the risks. To protect your health, always use fresh cooking oil and avoid eating large amounts of fried food cooked in old oil or reused oil. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. Eat local, strengthen food and nutrition security in Grenada. Fried foods are tasty, but did you know that repeatedly heating cooking oil can be dangerous? When oil is heated again and again without being changed, harmful chemicals called polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAH, build up. These compounds can cause serious health problems including lung, breast, and prostate cancers. Simply adding fresh oil to old oil doesn't fix the problem. It increases the risks. To protect your health, always use fresh cooking oil and avoid eating large amounts of fried food cooked in old oil or reused oil. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. Eat local, strengthen food and nutrition security in Grenada. Fried foods are tasty, but did you know Fried foods are tasty, but did you know that repeatedly heating cooking oil can be dangerous? When oil is heated again and again without being changed, harmful chemicals called polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAH, build up. These compounds can cause serious health problems, including lung, breast, and prostate cancers. Simply adding fresh oil to old oil doesn't fix the problem, it increases the risks. To protect your health, always use fresh cooking oil and avoid eating large amounts of fried food cooked in old oil or reused oil. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. Eat local, strengthen food and nutrition security in Grenada. Are you ready to help your family get prepared before a hurricane or disaster? Here's how you can be a GFNC water math hero in your home. Step 1. Each person needs 1 gallon of drinking water per day, and it needs to last for 3 days. So,
And of course, we're down here at the food fair. We're part of the couples edition of the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council's supermarket sweep. And if you've been paying attention, the sweeps have happened, the judges have made their decisions, and of course, we're going to be chatting with Miss Brown. She was part of the adjudicating panel, and she's going to tell us how they did and who the winners are. Miss Brown.
All right. So first, let me give a little overview of what we saw. I'm not going to speak specifically to each couple, but they did very well in terms of showing diversity, variety,
Okay.
right, in getting the food groups. Most only one participant, I think, really got all 6 food groups, but the others got 5, right? I
Okay.
realized that some people would have stayed away from the fats and oils. They try to, leave that out, but that is also an essential part of our diet, right? It's just in choosing a healthy source that would make the difference.
Okay.
We also saw that they chose a lot of legumes, the dry beans and peas, and somebody even chose some nuts. And if we look at our dietary guidelines, we would see that the portion of our legumes or dry beans, peas, and nuts is actually pretty large. So I was
Okay.
very happy to see that. Some people chose dry beans in a can, and surprisingly, that can was not very high in sodium. It was only 6%.
Okay.
When I saw the cans, I said, ooh, this one would have gone over in sodium, but it was only 6%. But the ones in the box, because we think about canned goods, the ones in the box actually had much more sodium than the ones in the can. So it
Okay.
depends on the company and what they're using the sodium as the preservation for the good that can. So it's still important to look at the label. Most persons would have chosen a plant-based milk, which is good. But when in their selection, we noticed that they would have, in one basket, you would have had unsweetened plant-based milk, but you also had the same brand of milk, the same type of milk, but it was sweetened.
Okay.
And I wondered whether it was a matter of just picking up and thinking you're picking up the same thing. This is why label reading is very important, because you have people in your household maybe who have diabetes, some people who may be monitoring their sugar to control the inflammatory response in the body and all of that, but you're bringing home a milk that you think is plant-based, so it's healthy, but it has a lot of sugar in it.
Well, speaking to Miss Bristol earlier on while you guys were adjudicating, I was telling her that, you're telling me read the labels, but there also needs to be an education drive on what it is I'm looking for.
Yes.
And I got a whole,
Yes.
schooling on what it is I look for, what what I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing. And I think, that's something that has to be done for us to educate people on not just reading, but understanding what
it is
we're
you're
reading.
Yes, because a lot of people will tell you they're reading labels. And I know that in recent times, there was a vote in the region, in the CARICOM region, on front of package labeling, where the product will not tell you the grams or the percentage. Right now, we say 5% or less is low, 20% or more is high. Some nutrients you want it to be like the iron, like the vitamin D, you would want it to be 20% or above. But there are other nutrients that you want to be below 5. But with the front of package warning labels, it tells you high in salt, high in sugar, high in fat. So you don't even have to look at the details on the label. You'll be able to see right up front, facts up front. You'll be able to see it right up front. But unfortunately, it didn't pass in the region for many different reasons, right?
Okay.
So one of the areas that the participants struggle in is managing their budget.
We saw that a lot.
So this has given us, the Food and Nutrition Council, an idea as to what we need to focus on. Managing budget. Because in this time, especially when things are getting so expensive and things are changing in the world rapidly, right? It's very important for us to be able to understand how to budget, right? And people can just start by making a list. What am I going to the grocery to buy? We tend not to do that. We tend to just go to the grocery, which is the experience the participants had today. They didn't have a list. They went through and they picked up things, and hence they went over their budget. You don't want to get to the cash register and you have to put back things because and other people looking at you, you don't have money to pay for what you pick up. You understand? So that is something that we really need to focus on. What else we had here? The food groups. I think I mentioned the food groups. So today we have a winner.
Okay. Well, they're all winners because everybody's walking away.
But we have an extreme winner.
Okay.
Let's say it that way. So although we had 3 participants going above the allotted $300, we had 1 participant going significantly below the $300. So our winner today, let's say a drum roll, would be Miss Yvonne Aberdeen.
Okay. Yvonne, if you want to join us. Yvonne, of course,
So Yvonne,
congratulations. Yvonne, listen, how do you feel? Were you expecting to win?
I think over here look shocked. I was kind of, frustrated a little with over the budget. So I'm excited and happy that I'm the winner.
Okay.
Let's hear from Mr. Aberdeen. His face, I can't read the face.
Well, I thought we losing. I thought we lose.
I think I'm seeing your shock.
Well, I shock
You're in
me.
shock, yes. But these are our winners for the year. They did get our 6 food groups.
Okay.
They did have the 6 food groups, and I can see that they paid attention. They bought a lot of things that was not so much packaged, which is so not the overly processed things. So I think this would have pushed them over a little bit, right? So congratulations to our first place.
Thank you.
Okay, and definitely we're going to invite
Mrs. Charmaine Henry Edwards. She would present Mr. and Mrs. Aberdeen with their first place prize.
Okay. So you should turn around. Okay, go ahead.
Congratulations.
And Mr. and Mrs. Aberdeen, they will have won themselves a $500 shopping voucher. That's your mother? Okay, well, listen. Let me tell you something. You're looking real good, girl.
Thank you very much.
Okay. 54? I'm 52. You're looking very good for your age. Okay, definitely. Well, listen. It's all in the family, mother and son team. They did an incredible job.
Nutrition, we're going to keep that going. Thank you.
So we want to congratulate you. And we want to encourage you to keep paying attention to messages from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. There's always something on the social media page, whether it's a recipe for you to eat better, whether it's tips and tricks to living longer. we want to congratulate you and, of course, encourage you to
After
continue
Christmas.
to do your best. After Christmas?
After Christmas.
Christmas does a lot of damage, let me tell you.
No, don't worry about that.
Don't.
After
All
Christmas,
right.
I'll study 30.
Okay.
Mom,
I can help
you have a challenge on your hand, eh?
Yes.
I's a cook. She not worry about me. I's a cook.
All right. Okay. Listen, we want to congratulate you and wish you all the best. Congratulations again. Okay. So, of course, tell us who's in second place.
So, in second place, we have Mr. Craig. Craig in second place.
Listen, congratulations. Okay, I know your wife proud. We were a little worried about you, but you say
And
that.
he ran alone.
Yeah, and you know what he says? He says that this is something he does together with his wife all the time. So he doesn't just send his wife to the supermarket.
Right.
They do shopping together. So
That's
we want to
great.
congratulate him. Tell
That's
me how you
great.
feel, sir.
Well, I feel very proud of my achievements, I could say, because I mean, it's a learning experience. I went already basically. I had a plan in my head, so I executed that plan and everything went well. It was quite fun as well, so I had fun doing the challenge.
Very
Of course,
good.
we want to congratulate you and wish you the best. And of course, you're going to be presented with your prize right now. Okay, so Mr. Hazard, you are presented with a shopping voucher for $300. Of course, it complements the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council and, of course, the Food Fair Shopping Center.
Congratulations, Mr. Hazard, and we hope that you continue following us on social media, and we hope that you will continue eating healthy, reducing the amount of salt, sugar, and fats. And for this Christmas, eat local, eat healthy always.
Well, I'm a farmer by profession, so I mean, I'm a farmer, so,
eating healthy.
so health is in my DNA. Yeah.
Okay.
So you see, he says it's in his DNA. He's a farmer by profession, so he eats what he grows. Listen, we want to congratulate you and best wishes for the season. Okay, we're moving on to our third place winner.
Third place winner is the second place.
Moving on to our third place winner.
So our third place winner is going to be Miss Rosemary Simon. Third place winner, Rosemary and Wade Simon.
Yes.
Third place winners.
Mr. and Mrs. Simon, congratulations. Okay, we said, there were no losers, they were all winners. I won by being here today. I learned so much things that I took for granted. I learned about, my sugar intake, how much is needed. That by drinking one soft drink, I'm doing 3 times what's needed. So, it's an educational initiative. Tell me how you felt.
Well, I can say, really good, relaxed, I must say. It wasn't no pressure. I was surprised at my husband today. He took the lead in everything. So
Most definitely. How you felt, sir?
But to be honest, like in between, like, I said, what are you going to do? She said, let me go. I said, when I come, I say, I'm going to push you, Charlie. She said, listen, man, don't. I said, no, cause listen, if I am push, I might go over the budget. I said, I go push. You just put in things.
So definitely there was a strategy and it worked off. So we want to congratulate you and we want to invite,
Mrs. Henry
Mrs.
Edwards
Henry
again.
from the your gift certificate. It's for $200 shopping. Of course, complements the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council and, of course, the Food Fair Shopping Center. We want to congratulate you. We want to wish you the best for the season.
Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Fleming. We are so proud that you took part in this activity, and we hope that you will continue eating healthy and local also. Reduce your amount of sugar, your amount of fat, and your amount of salt, and continue following us on social media.
Okay, Ms. Brown, and of course, our last participant. Not last in terms of position because everybody's a winner.
And in our fourth place winners are Miss Charlene Charles and Janissa Cornwall.
Come on, Janissa, don't hide there. You were part of the team. You guys did exceptionally well. You were the lone female team moving through with speed. You had a strategy, you know. So tell me how you felt.
Good, it was an experience, but it was good.
And I'm sure you learned a lot during the
Yes.
process in terms of making healthier decisions, reading labels. Come on, I find you have a look on your face. Tell me.
No, I don't have no look. I'm good. I'm good. Everybody's
Listen.
a winner.
Listen, you definitely are. So we want to congratulate you. We want to wish you the very best. And of course, we're going to allow. Okay. And of course, we want to present you with this voucher for shopping. It's $150. It complements the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council and of course Food Fair.
Miss Charles, congratulations to you both, you and your friend. And we hope that you continue eating local, right? Reduce the amount of sugar, your amount of salt, and the amount of fat that you consume just to be healthy and to reduce NCDs. And we are saying congratulations once again and thank you for participating. And may you continue, as I say, to eat local.
Thank you very much, ladies. And of course, Miss Bristol joined me here.
Yes.
Listen, it has been an incredible morning. Before we leave, I want to commend you guys on all the initiatives you're doing in terms of encouraging people to eat healthy. Pay attention. Join them on the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council page, from recipes to tips of extending your life. Listen, there's always something happening. Right now, there is a song competition.
Yes, wellness
Go
remix.
on the page. It's a remix. It's
12
a
days of Christmas.
The lyrics are on the page. You go on the page, whether it's you and a friend, whether it's the office team. Listen, we're asking for professional singers. We're asking you to do your thing. Make it fun, make it exciting, and participate. You can be a winner as well.
I remember the 6th. This is the deadline
The
for your
6th.
submission.
Okay, so you go onto the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council page today, look for the lyrics, talk to your team, and just the office staff, wherever you are.
Yes.
Whether it's a family, you go on and you make sure you participate and keep it locked onto the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. They're always doing something nice, something exciting, something new, and of course, educational. Any final words you'd like to share before we switch
Well,
off?
right behind us here, Mr. City Hall, our lovely guidelines. So if we have to look at this is the options. So less products with labels on them, and let's go for the items that rarely have a label. So we have our farmers, the poultry farmers, we have the fishermen. We can get these food from animals from them. Some of them may have goat milk that you may choose to get. We have the eggs, and then we look at the other food groups. Remember the lots of vegetables we saw some of the participants having. So the largest grouping here, lots of that. Season is coming up, the festive season, and if you are inviting friends and family, you can have both raw and cooked vegetables available for your dinner, for your lunch treat. Don't forget our lovely peas and beans, and some of them forgot the fats and oil. Avocado, monounsaturated fat, healthy for the heart, healthy for the skin. Coconut oil, we have it here. Some of us can make it, some of us we have to buy. So let's enjoy that, and not forgetting in the middle here, lovely water to get the nutrients to the places they need to have a good functioning body. At the bottom, let's be active. Variety of ways, not just running in a park, not just go swimming. You have some physical disability, some limitation, you still can move your body. If it's just your arms, if it's both arms, legs, if it's your entire body, get down, put some music on and dance. And remember to avoid these highly processed foods. They are high in salt, they are high in added sugars, and they are high in saturated fats. So you see the pictures here, lesson on the fried. And that's it for us. Thank you so much.
We want to thank you for joining us this morning down here at the Food Fair Shopping Center. Of course, it was the couples edition of the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council's supermarket sweep. Education, information, all of that, a good time. We had a ball. I want to thank you for joining us via Mikey Live and all social media platforms. And I want to encourage you, first and foremost, to make sure you follow the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. There's always tips and tricks, recipes. There's so much information out there. On behalf of the entire team here at Food Fair and, of course, the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, I am Kirk Hall.
And I'm Sharice Bristol. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays and have a good day. Bye.
The Nutrition Council encourages you to make half your plate vibrant with colorful vegetables or leafy greens. Why? Because vegetables are packed with essential nutrients, fiber, and antioxidants that boost your immune system, support healthy digestion, and keep your heart strong. Plus, they help you feel full without the extra calories. So let's make it a habit. Fill half your plate with veggies, fuel your health, and feel your best. Remember, veggies on half your plate make every meal great. The Grenada Food and Nutrition Council reminds you to look, eat, and feel well. The Grenada Food and Nutrition Council encourages you to make half your plate vibrant with colorful vegetables or leafy greens. Why? Because vegetables are packed with essential nutrients, fiber, and antioxidants that boost your immune system, support healthy digestion, and keep your heart strong. Plus, they help you feel full without the extra calories. So let's make it a habit. Fill half your plate with veggies, fuel your health, and feel your best. Remember, veggies on half your plate make every meal great. The Grenada Food and Nutrition Council reminds you to look, eat, and feel well. Grenada Food and Nutrition Council encourages you to make half your plate vibrant with colorful vegetables or leafy greens. Why? Because vegetables are packed with essential nutrients, fiber, and antioxidants that boost your immune system, support healthy digestion, and keep your heart strong. Plus, they help you feel full without the extra calories. So let's make it a habit. Fill half your plate with veggies, fuel your health, and feel your best. Remember, veggies on half your plate make every meal great. The Grenada Food and Nutrition Council reminds you to look, eat, and feel well.